happening there? Oh, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. What's happening there? Oh, let's talk about it. What's happening there? Oh, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. What's happening there? Oh, let's talk about what's happening in our surrounding today. Let's talk about what's happening in our relationship. Let's talk about what's happening in our homes today. And let's talk about what's happening in our life today. Let's talk about it, everybody. What's happening there? What's happening? Oh, let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. What's happening, everybody? Oh, let's talk about it. I faced with some domestic issue in the home. Every now and then we fight in the home and break the rules. Violence against women, violence against children. Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Give them the right to freedom. Give them the right to liberty. Give them the right to justice. Now everybody raise your voice with me. Say no to rape. Say no to peer pressure. Say no to gender-based violence. Say no to sexual harassment. Say no to human trafficking. Say no to abortion. Let's protect your rights. Let's talk about it, everybody. What's happening there? Let's talk about it. Let's talk about it. Pick up the phone. Let's talk about it. Make a point. What's happening? Let's talk about what's happening. What's happening? Are you?
You cannot change yesterday, but you can do something today that can change tomorrow. It doesn't matter how you were born. That was yesterday. It doesn't matter what happened last 5 years, the last 10 years. You may not be able to change that, but you can reposition yourself today. You can make new decisions today that will change what tomorrow will bring. Invest in your future. Refuse to be a mental hobo. Refuse to end your life on the sidewalk. Every time I tell you something, I tell you that I believe in your future. There's a reason I believe in your future. I believe that if you hear these words, you will act on them and they will change your future. None of you was born to be poor. You may have been born poor, but you were not born to be poor. You may have been brought up poor, but you were not brought up to be poor. Understand this. The definition of adulthood is responsibility. When you become an adult, you take responsibility for your future. Become responsible. What do you have in yourself? There are many who cry for help, and because there are no answers to their call for help, they feel the pains and the pangs of neglect. No, refuse to give up. Believe in what God made. God made you, and He never made a failure. Believe that God has a purpose for your life. You may have been born as a parental accident, but you are not a divine accident. God knew you were coming, and He made sufficient provision for you. There's a place for you in the world, and I'm helping you find that place. There are certain things you must do for all of what we have discussed to be a reality. There are things that are not in abundant supply. They're limited. One of them is time. Save time. Save it. Keep track of your time. The Bible says for us to redeem the time, because it says the days are evil. You don't have extra time. Life is not a game. Therefore, make every day count for your life. Improve yourself every day. Introduce something into your life that counts. Choose to be a success. Become inspiring. Distinguish yourself with character, with excellence. If you're a musician, be a musician with a difference. Become inspiring. Whatever you do, do it with excellence. Put yourself and your best into what you do and change your world. Remember, there's no extra time. Therefore, whatever you do now, do it the best way the first time. Success is waiting for the man who says yes to success. Success is waiting for the man who plans for it, who reaches out for it, who says, I'll wake up, and he wakes up, who says, I'll read this book, and he reads it, who says, I'll go to school, and he goes. Success is waiting for the man who makes a decision. So time is important. Time is important. Don't spend your time watching television 24 hours a day. Don't spend your time watching video 24 hours a day. Those that you are watching have put their best into what you are watching. Change the position. Say to yourself, I will be watched. You know, sometimes I'm concerned. There are those who only think about designers' perfume, designers' clothes, designers' shoes. Where are your designs? Where are your own designs? Challenge yourself for the future. There's room for you. There's a place for you at the top. There's a place for you. Train your mind and use it. Give yourself to a teacher. Give yourself to a tutor. Train yourself. Train your mind. And if you train your mind, it will be ready to deliver to you thoughts, the right thoughts and ideas that will earn you commercial value. There's no poverty for the man who has made an investment in his mind and is willing to act. There's no hunger for the man who has trained his mind to think through on every problem, to solve every problem. Train yourself, think through a problem and render solution. Let men come to you for advice. Decide to be smart. Decide to be a problem solver. If you make that decision, that's what you will be. Problem solvers are in short supply in the world. There's a place for the man who chooses to be one. Engage yourself in national issues. Get involved. Get concerned. Some of you here are the best writers in the country. But where are your writings? Maybe you are sleeping too much. Maybe you are resting too much. Maybe you are playing too much. It's time to put your best into that writing. Let the country read your writings.
Hello, everybody. Hello, everybody. If you can hear me, say hi. I'm here. Hi, everybody. Good to be on. We kicking the show this evening. This is your girl, Muku. Hi, everybody. This is your girl, Muku. We have a team. We have somebody else on the team today. We are excited. Share our live, share our broadcast with your group, your Vera groups and contacts. Share the live and let's have a conversation. We have been off the airway for a while and I'm excited. I'm excited to be back on today, and I would like to introduce myself to you. If for those who don't know me, for our new followers, we have our new host on here today. So this is your girl Muku Oluma Agu, and we are broadcasting live from the coldest, one of the coldest state coldest state. I'm trying to look for how much degree today. We went below 17 below. The coldest state we are broadcasting from Minneapolis, Minnesota in the Midwest, and the time here is 6:32. So welcome to our broadcast. And I am your host, Muku Oloma Agu, and we have our co-host.
1 minute, let me get somewhere clear because I think I'm sitting in the dark here.
We can see you.
And this is your co-host, Josephine Roberts Sonkali.
Grab your coffee, grab your tea, grab your wine. I'm restricted.
Yes,
I don't
yes,
drink. You know,
yes.
usually when I'm on here, I will be sipping on some wine, but unfortunately, the sister can sip on wine. So I got my little tea here, some green tea, healthy. I'm gonna sip on some tea with some apple cider vinegar. So Jojo, how are you today?
I am doing wonderful, wonderful, girl. I stay home all day. I went out a little bit to my girlfriend's house, my GL. Oh my
Mhm.
God, it was just very, very cold. I wanted to grocery shop today, but hey,
Me
mm-mm,
too, me too. I'm like, you know what?
mm-mm,
I am not going that cold to do anything. So everybody
mm-mm.
who's on, please comment, tell us who you are, your time zone, where you viewing us from. And we are excited. I'm so excited to have you on my team, Josephine. I'm so excited to have you on my team. I told you the last time, one thing that drove me very close to you when it comes to parenting. And that's why our platform is about. We talk about relationships, we talk about parenting, we talk about life experiences. And I always want people who would come on who would be willing to express their experience and tell us how they feel. Let's welcome our girl Sano. Sano Ella Pewy. Hi girl, what's up? Good ladies. Thank you, guys. Share the life, share the life. So that's one of the things that drove me closer to you, the way in which you take care of your children. You are involved with your kids, the games, all the games. You are there by yourself. And, sometimes I know people wonder, like, why is she doing it by herself? But, to every straight path, there's a cricket path. But I just want you to know I admire you, and I'm happy and glad to have you on my team. And if anybody who's going to be viewing us today, you want to come on to share your view on this topic, don't hesitate to let us know. We sent you the link, and you can, or you can just comment on and say yes, this. So next week Friday we'll be announcing the first winner for the money that we collected to be a blessing on my birthday. And then actually tomorrow I'll be telling you guys thank you, because I got a whole show for y'all. A whole show to say thank you for the
Oh,
birthday.
no,
So
that's
I love
good.
y'all. Let's get it going. So our topic today, right? Let me put the topic up here. A lot of times people ask this question, and for the community that I found myself in, me too, I asked the question. People will say this, people will say that, but yet they stay. So if you look across the screen, that's the topic. Why do people stay in a relationship they are being abused in? What's the reason?
Woo.
Comment, guys. Comment, drop your view.
Drop some
Let's
comments.
talk
We'll be
about it.
looking at the
Drop your
comments.
view. Drop your comments. Let's
Hello,
talk about
Sammy.
this
How are
thing.
you, darling?
Hmm.
Welcome, Linda.
Go ahead, welcome your people, whoever you can see on. Go ahead, welcome them. And I probably might have to go to my phone. I don't know why all
I
the
don't know why I
comments are
can see the
not
comment. I have to look on my phone. On here, I cannot see the comments. So I'm using
okay.
two
So
two
just
platforms
use
right now.
use your gadgets. And
Yeah.
Linda, thank you for coming on. We love to have you. So share the live broadcast. Tell the people. I just got a text on Liberia like 10 minutes ago. We're waiting for the show. So I just
Linda
told her
said
the show is
because of
on.
love. Yes, yes, that's one
I
of it,
love
girl.
you because of love. Exactly, for you both. Okay. Excited for you both. Thank you, Sano. We're excited to have you in our corner as well. And we pray. Let's pray. Father God, in
Excited
the
for
name
you
of
both.
Jesus, we
Thank
thank
you,
you for this
sis.
time. Father God, we thank you for this time. Thank you for bringing me and Josephine together. We pray that this thing will last to the end. When I make flower, where we say, I'm not coming back on your show anymore. Lord, give us patience. Both of us got the same style. We are hot people. So may we hate that and agree in Jesus' name. Amen.
Amen. Amen. Amen.
So guys, that's the topic. Drop your comment, and whatever it is, drop it. Hey, Tani,
Yeah.
how are you, big brother? How are you? Good to have you. Tell us where you viewing us from. Tell us where you viewing us from. I am praying because a lot of times, we had this show going. People was excited. We got people, actually with people viewing us from all our different platforms. You can share
Yeah.
this on your platform as well. People viewing us on all our platform, and for some reason some people will just don't want to come on. I don't know for what reason, but I think this is to electing the mind of our people around the world. There are some of us who have had some bad experiences in our lives, in friendship, in parenting, in relationship, in marriages, in dating, in courtshipping, and just name it. So we're gonna talk everything, because on the table talk, Jojo, what people do on the table.
They talk about it, they discuss, they argue about it, but at the end, they compromise on stuff and stay as friends and keep it the way it should be. But hey, we're gonna hit because you know why your view might be different from mine, and I'm not going to hold back. I'm going to give my view, no matter what you think or the others think. I'm going to give my view, and there where the topic comes from, because we're gonna just talk about it and give our points and see. You might be right, I might be right. Everyone see it in a whole different way.
So, Jojo, that's the topic. I gave you the flow. That's
Yeah.
what we're saying here.
Like what Linda said. Was it Linda? She said love. Some people, they over love the person, that no matter what the person doing, they cannot see themselves for another person. They just stay in it because they so love the person, and they're not waiting to walk away. But love is not all to it. Love is something, if you want to stay into love, is something that what you give, you get him back. If you love the person that much and the person don't love you, that's not love. That's not love. So what would you want to stay into a situation like that where you're giving your all your love in this person and they're not loving you back? Someone who love you will not mistreat you. I know we are human beings, we're going to make mistakes, but that's some of the abuse that people give. When someone who loves you will never abuse you that way. So, you have to look at it like she said, love. Yes. When someone loves you, a husband and a wife, or a boyfriend and a girlfriend living together, there are two, they are it's not like a child. You guys don't have your kid. So no matter what, even if the woman make the man mad or the man make the woman mad, there is no reason why another person will hit another person. Absolutely not, because the other person is not your kid. So
Yeah, but
love is not.
yes, but can my question here, right? And it goes to the audience too. Can somebody love somebody more than they love themselves?
Of course. Yes. Yes. A lot of people do it.
But one thing I want people to know, our viewers, our sisters, our brothers out there who are in relationship and don't want to leave. I was having a conversation with one of my strong fans, and I was like, this is the topic tomorrow. And she said, why? I said, why do people stay in a relationship they are being abused and don't want to walk away? And she was like, oh, a lot of things. And I just went in there, boom. I said, sometimes the credit so bad they can get a apartment or home by themselves, or maybe the rent is so high. The rent is so hard they cannot afford the rent, so they sit there and say, "Oh, I would just bear it." But let me tell you something. I'm not going to say if it was me, but I would tell you, me. I'm a very honest person. I'm a very straightforward person. If I am being abused in a relationship, a lot of times we talk about abuse, Jojo. People think it's physically boom, 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 boom. You bam, bam,
Yes.
bam, bam, bam. No, we got a lot of different kind of abuses, and I can always tell people. If I'm in a relationship and I'm being abused, I would prefer to take the physical abuse than to take the mental abuse.
Yep. I'm not cutting
Mental
you off there.
abuse.
I'm not cutting you off before these comments go away. Let me just give Sano said it takes two to tango. And then Linda said that love comes in many ways. Lena also said that abuse is not always physical, like you were saying. I just wanted to read the comments before you can continue.
Okay, I will rather take a physical abuse because I'm a Tom girl. You box me, I box you back. But when it comes to mental abuse, mentally, my insanity, my mental health is very important to me. I
Yep.
will walk away if you abusing me mentally. You got what I'm saying? I
Yep.
will not take mental abuse from anybody. I don't care what it is. One good thing I tell people all the time when I talk to them, they say, "Oh, Moko, this." I say, "Listen, this is America." First thing I tell them, the God that we serve can provide for the birds in the trees.
Yes.
One more for you you are human. In this
Yep.
country that we live in, when you don't have place to stay, they help you find place to stay. This
Hmm.
country we living in, when you don't have food to eat, they give you free food to eat. The only
Yes.
thing they will not give you cash money to say, "Oh, go sit down and go drink liquor," but they will give you money that will help you to shop for your kids to get them food, free food. They will help you get you free home. Yes, the people talk about shelter. Yes, they do have shelter. You don't want to go to shelter, but they can still help you. This is the great United States. So stay in a
Of
relationship
course.
because of love. One thing I'll tell you, love should never be a reason why you stay into a relationship that is abusive.
Yep.
I
Welcome,
don't love
Geraldine.
nobody. I don't love nobody more than myself. The only
Welcome,
person.
Jusu.
I know why you laughing. Welcome, Jusu Station Rose, woman of Africa. She's one of our Liberian celebrity. Welcome, sister. Welcome. That's I call her my big sister. Welcome,
Welcome,
big
Nessa.
sis.
Welcome. Welcome to the show.
Welcome,
Woda.
sister. We love you. Everybody, welcome. So, yes, so love should never be the reason to stay into a relationship. Sano's laughing. Sano, why are you laughing? Sano, why are you laughing? Love should never, I see you, SIL. Journey Adams, what's up, girl? Welcome, sister. Love should never be a reason why you stay into a relationship. That's my point of view. Audience, agree with me or not, disagree. I don't care how much I can love you, but I would never stay into an abusive relationship.
Yeah, like
I
you were
would.
saying, like you said that your tongue also maybe you might take a hit, but you won't take the abuse. Everyone sometimes it comes out with the way you were brought up,
Mhm,
and sometimes the way you were brought up, you will see abuse and not even take it to be abuse because you're
mhm,
used to something like that.
mhm,
For me, I won't take the physical one. I won't take the emotional one because my dad is 70 years old. He turned 70 last year. Okay. I have never, ever, never, ever, my siblings can always attest to it. We have never seen our dad hit his
mhm,
teeth, swear, or anything.
mhm.
Last year, we were even having fun with him, telling him that, can you just use the B word or say something so we can hear you before you leave this earth? And he just laughed. So a girl like me who grew up like that, you not even hissing your teeth at me, I take it to be a big deal. I take it to be a big deal.
And then, similar experience growing up. My dad spanked me one time, all because I went to West Point on the beach and the water almost carried me. The sea. When I came by, he heard it. He flogged me and told me, don't ever go back there. I never saw my dad getting mad. I never saw my dad hitting any one of his kids. So you, the man, hit me. Like I said, I prefer you hitting me than look what's a master saying here. Mental abuse, emotional abuse have more long-term effects than physical abuse. And that's
Yes,
true. Physical abuse,
yes,
you hit me when I did something for you, you will run away. But mentally, inside here, that's something, girl. I'm telling you. So I
yeah.
cannot accept that. But before we go further, let's just welcome our guests. Like we said, Sano, Pee Wee, welcome to our live and
Welcome
Linda
for
Diamond
all, and
Bright.
thanks for the comments. There are a lot of
Mhm.
comments, man.
Yes, and I'm gonna put it up in a bit. Everybody,
Son of
welcome.
self-love versus abuse. You right, that's it.
That's it, guys. That's it. So let's get your
And
view.
Geraldine said there should be no reason.
I'll
Oh,
put the
don't
comment.
I
I'll
need
put
to
the
put
comment.
my glasses on.
I'll put the comment up, Jojo. I'll put the comment up. I'll put the
No, that's
comment.
not yours. Geraldine said there should be no reason a woman or a man stay in an abuse relationship.
It's right
And
there. I
Sandra
got it
there
in the.
killing herself with laugh.
Mm-hmm. Yes. So there's no reason,
I
and
don't like
let's.
glasses, people. I will keep
So
taking it off and putting it on.
I do not think anybody. This is Jusu Smith. She say I do not think anybody should take any abuse, be it physical, mental, or any abuse, which of course is true. So this is my thing now. Why do they stay in the marriage? Why do they stay in the relationship? Why do they stay engaged to that person? Why do they keep courtshiping with that person? That put all the different kind of relationship talk there. So why do people stay in a relationship? Me, not only in the US. In Africa, there are women who stays with men and cannot afford to take care of themselves. They need to survive, so they stay there. Mm? There
Yep.
are men who stay in a relationship with a woman. Women can be abusive to a man as well. This is
Yeah,
not
of
one way
course. Oh,
street.
yes. Yes.
Women can be abusive. There are men who stay in the relationship. Couple of things. I love this woman. She have my children. You understand? Men think that way too. Now, come on. I love this woman. She got kids for me. I don't want my children to be raised out of my home. I don't want my children to be raised by a separate parent. I don't know if women would think about it, which of course we think about it. I'm in this relationship because of my children. But sometimes I disagree with that. Today or tomorrow, emotionally, I've had friends who have struck for emotional abuse. I have friends who got out of the bathtub and fell down, had brain aneurysm, passed out and died, denied life today from the same emotional abuse in their home. So therefore, what my grandmother did when my grandfather brought the first house girl to stay with him and impregnated her, and she took the child and took the woman, the woman ended up being the second wife. You bring a tear woman, pregnant her, and take the child. The woman end up being the tear wife. Then you the first wife. Whatever my grandmother Victoria Nicely like it went through, I can never take that. No woman should stay in a marriage that is abusive or a relationship because of her children. When you die tomorrow, get that man too. Before you even die, said that man probably already having an affair or sa. So when you die now, that's a done deal. He going. Nobody will push my child here till my children head until they reach to the age where they can defend themselves and be able to take care of themselves. So I cannot. If
Yep.
the credit school,
Yep.
that's not us. We're not in the marriage for the credit school, girl. I get rid of you. Talk while I put the comments on the stream.
And you know, and you saying a lot of our parents said it, a lot of women said it, that they stay in the marriage because of the children. But I want people to understand, and I want the women to understand that our children learn a lot of things from what they see, not just what you say to them. So if you think the children are seeing these abuse, they are seeing them, and you never want to stay in it because of the children, because the children see these things and you're not bringing them up right. You're going to mess the kids up. For the women that stay in relationship, for the men that stay in the relationship because of the children, no. You should never ever stay in a relationship because of the children, because you never want your children to be brought up that way. You want to make the children to know how to grow up in a home that love is love. Love is nothing like hate. Love never harm anyone. It never harm you. So if you're in a situation where you have children and it is abusive, you need to run with those children. That's the
Yeah,
main reason why you shouldn't stay in it.
let me welcome my auntie when she's watching me all the way from
Oh,
Australia.
there's a lot of comment here.
Welcome,
Massa, what
auntie.
do you say?
Welcome, Auntie Wen. But don't worry, I'm gonna put the comment on the screen. Hold on 1 minute, Josephine.
Okay.
Until when we welcome, these are the comments on the screen. There should never be. And then laughing because I said you can talk, you can take a hot what? That was that. Oh, that sano. Get to the heat. Yeah, man. I can take it. I can take the heat, man. With wait. My side comments is right there. And who do we have here? We got oh, my girl Robert calling all. She's all the way from Liberia. She was like, Muku, we waiting for the show. Waiting for the show. Love does not hate. That's it. It does not hate. It does not harm. Love is kind. You got that
Yeah.
right. You got that right. When we come to the religious side, love is kind. Yes, love is kind. So some I can take the heat, some I can fight. Hey, the did I coach me I'll beat him down here and not understand. So be more. Mugu
Massa
say,
gave
wait,
some good points there.
oh yeah, Masa. Oh yeah, Masa's giving some good point. Masa, son, I will hit by
They say
tell right. You
because
tell
they
right.
are brainwashed. So Massa is saying some people stay because they are brainwashed, because they are confused, because they are threatened by the abuser, or because they are not financially independent. And which
That's
is
what I
true.
said. They don't have the money. They don't have the money, so they stay there. But like I said, love should never be the reason you stay in a relationship that is abusive. Love should
Let's
never
see
be the
Jusu.
reason.
Jusu said your peace should not be compromised. Stress from the issue of abuse will be cause of so many diagnoses, and stress will kill you. Very true.
That's true. I've watched people have a stroke because of that. And let me say something here, right? I don't care. Anybody won't call me tomorrow and threaten me, say, Muku, when you on your show, don't even me. I'm not mentioning your name, but when I talk, they will know who I'm talking about. A lot of times I sit down and watch my uncles abuse their wife, physically, mentally. I'm telling you, emotionally, cheating on the wife, and when the wife talk, they're going out of their homes, having babies. Sometimes I look at these women. I'm not lying to nobody. I pity them. I look at these women and say, how you do it? It at me, I go, man. I would take on my 2 foot of slipper. Let me go the real Liberian way. I would take on my 2 foot of slipper and run. Two things I will not take: abuse in the marriage and cheating on me and bringing another child. But I see my uncles do these things to their wives. And if he is okay, you know why, Josephine? Just what you was talking. The children are watching. If the
Yep.
husband in the home is abusive, cheating on the wife, and the children sees it, they grow up believing and knowing that it's okay to do it because I watched my parents doing it. So I feel my uncles feel it's okay to cheat on their wives because they saw the pa cheating on their mom.
Yep. But
Because
you
they saw
know,
their granddaddy having sex
honestly,
outside on my grandma. Which
honestly,
what is wrong?
everyone, we talk about those days, but now, I mean, we there are so many things we're learning now, and there are a lot of girls like, oh, women like, oh, our ages right now, they're going through these things, and they know the truth, but they want to stay in. And sometimes we just, the women make these excuses. They want to stay with the men, but they just say the children. Don't put it on the children, because if you see abuse, you should remove your children from all of that abuse. Like me, who's sitting here, I love my kids. Ain't no love. I see that love yet. You come at my
So
kids, I'm going to tell you exactly what it is, and don't repeat it. You know, so like she said, sometimes because of financial, hey, when you have life, when you are still living, there is hope. Get out, seek other help. You want to stay in that abuse and die? A lot of our children are in jail today because they saw abuse and they start living it.
that's
You know, so
true.
we have to educate our kids.
Mhm. So
Do we know
let's
our parents, our mothers, maybe they were not just educated, but trust me, now we are. What
definitely.
our people, our crowd are still allowing this kind of abuse.
Yeah. And sometimes I want people to know that you cannot stay in a relationship. Jojo, 1 minute, I will welcome these people. You cannot stay into a relationship because you feel, oh, I'm in my 40s, because I'm in my 30s, because I'm
Yeah.
almost 50 years old.
Yeah.
No, wait. And God will bring the person, and even though you're in your middle age, guess what? He will give you somebody that will love you, and you will enjoy that relationship. You will enjoy that marriage. Do not rush into a marriage that is abusive. You're dating this person, you see a red flag, and you still go into it and stay into it because of what? Don't do that, sister. Let me welcome these people. Bessie Sherman, welcome. They love you. Our comedian, welcome. Anthony Gallo, welcome. Monique Walker, welcome. Magun Aki Sario, Christine Kirsten, welcome. Peter Cook, welcome. Femeda, welcome. Louise, welcome. Everybody, welcome to our live. We are broadcasting from all our platforms. Our Let's Talk About It with Muku Online TV. You can follow us for updates, and then our YouTube channel as well, which of course Josephine, uh, 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 um. Rabbits Love Rabbits platform as well, and my Muku Oluma Agu platform. And I tell you guys, if anybody on here who want to co-host, you want to give us topic, you want us to talk about it, bring it on. We will
Yep,
talk
that's
about
what
it.
it's about. That's what this
Bring it
table
on.
is about.
We will talk
Bring
about it.
something up and we will talk about it.
That's why they
We
call it a table talk. I will sip my tea. Jojo will sip her wine. I
of
will drink
course,
my apple cider vinegar and my tea for my
I can't
stomach to
drink
get full.
wine right now. I can try one, drinking wine should be going straight to bed.
So, bring the topic and we will talk about it. Okay?
Yeah,
If
you know, I see it a lot of the time when you talk about, when you see a friend going through abuse and you try to educate them on it, sometimes they look at it different. They think like you're jealous of that relationship or you don't want them to be in a relationship, you know. But look, I just in this day, I don't listen to nobody to tell me that, oh, it's because of, no, we are educated about things like this now. There are a lot of help, lots of help. Even if your family can get it, you can get it other places. Do not. Now, if you want to stay in it, it's not only you now. My problem here is the kids. Our kids, the boys see the mom or the father hating and they grow up that way thinking it is right. The girls see their dad cursing on their mom and think it is okay for the men to abuse them. No, we shouldn't allow that. Our children are our future. They are the future for tomorrow. We have to bring them up right. That means the things, don't let the children to see these kind of things. It's really not acceptable at
No,
all.
hold on 1 minute. Let me Geraldine, I will come back to Geraldine topic. Let me talk to Tanya here. When we started, we said both men and women, and we are talking about men and women.
Both, of
Tanya,
course.
if you didn't follow us from the beginning, I said both men and women. I said why men and women are people, which is referring to all sex. Why do we stay in a relationship? And like I said, men can be abusing the relationship and say, "Oh, I'm in this relationship because of my children. I love this woman." Am I lying? I stand to be corrected. Everybody heard me. This is
Mhm.
not, I'm not being biased. When it comes to this show, I speak on behalf of the men as well. Because men talk to me about things that happen, that they go through, and women go through the same thing. So that's what I said, Tanya. I said, men, why is it men and women stays in a relationship? And I said sometimes men will say, "Oh, well, I love this woman so much, my children, I love my children, I don't want to separate myself from my children, I don't want my children to come all in a separate home." Then I said, I don't know if women think about it the same way as well, because I have talked to a couple of my brothers. I said, Muku, I don't want to leave this woman because my children, I love my children so much, and let me tell you, I love this woman to my heart. When men love, they love. When women love, they love. That's what I said. And the next thing that I say, love should never be the reason you stay into a relationship. No, no, no. You stay into an abusive relationship. So, Tanya, that's what I said. Okay, let me go back to what Geraldine said about it has negative effects on the kids. Let me tell you something. When I'm quiet in the house, Malachi is very observant. He will look at me, Mommy, are you okay? He knows exactly when something on my mind. Malachi know when his mother is not happy. And when Malachi sense that mommy is not happy, guess what, Jojo? He comes in my room over 10 times to tell me he loved me and kiss me.
Wow.
And he would tell me, Mommy, you look, I said, this little boy, I said, Mommy, you can talk to me about anything. I said, what are you talking about? He said, don't forget I'm your daddy now.
Wow.
You know why he said he's my daddy? I remember when my father died, I was crying. My son came to me. He said, Mommy, why are you crying? Because you don't have a daddy no more. I said, yes, I don't have a daddy no more. He said, but I'm your daddy. I said, no, how can you be my daddy? I can already call you my papa, which is my granddaddy. He said, Mommy, just call me Papa Daddy. And that's the name. Nobody else is calling him Papa Daddy. So definitely, even one time, his dad was standing up and just standing. He didn't look right. Something was on his mind. Malachi went to his dad. Daddy, why are you standing like that? What happened? Are you okay? So it do have negative effects on the
Yeah.
children.
Oh,
I
yes.
remember one time Camille went to school. I'm honest to say on the platform. I had a problem in my relationship. And Camille went to school, trouble, and told her teacher, I think my mommy and my daddy's gonna get a divorce. When I went
Wow.
to go talk to her social worker, she mentioned by the time I I said, I'm home, be get to your school yet. So it do have negative effects on the kids. So
It really.
therefore, the sooner the better. The sooner the better. And I advise parents out there who are going through these things in their marriages, in their relationship. If you're ready to step out, Africa, we take these things to be simple, but it's not simple, Jojo. Make sure you get counseling for your kids. These things affect the children when you are going through divorce. You are going through separation in your marriages. Get counsel the kids. The insurance company can cover it. Or the
Mm.
state can give it to you free. Do that to help our children, to
Yes.
protect our children, not only to protect us and we ourselves that getting out of these abusive marriages that we have been in for years. Then you sit and say, all my time, all my effort, both men and women. We can get help. Your insurance company can pay for counseling, you know that. Your insurance company can pay for therapy, you know that. It's covered. If you can't get it through your insurance, the state will pay for it for you. That's why when you're going through any kind of legal advice, they ask you, even medically, they will ask you, are you being abused in the home? They
Yep.
will ask you because they want to help you, not because they want to get your partner in trouble. You don't have to say I'm being physically abused. You can be mentally
Yep.
abused. You can Nobody can go to jail because they mentally abuse somebody. No, you only go to jail and face the law when you're physically aggressive towards somebody. So when you're going through mental abuse, guess what? They will try to remove you from the situation, from the danger. Okay. So let's
So
see
let's
here.
talk about Jusu. You want to read on Jusu? Jusu put a lot of stuff over there. Let's see, and then we can talk about it.
Right there. You see it? Cheating most times is not the cause of this problem because your brain has seen this, but it's the disrespect, shifting blames on the others, talking bad about your partner, not being in what is it there?
Inclusive, not being
Not being
inclusive.
inclusive, taking away from your children and partner just to safe side effects. I'll be right back, guys. I will remove myself for a minute, Josephine.
Yep. Yeah, so abuse, we have to really pay attention because today you might not look at you looking at it just for yourself, but how about your children? You don't want tomorrow your daughter sitting in there and a guy abusing her and she thinks it's okay. You don't want your son sitting in there and his woman abusing him and he think it's okay. It is never okay. And sometimes the children come up not happy. They're always not happy when they see the kind of thing. Some of the children just quiet within that, just quiet within that. Said they're not expressive, they're not, playful, they're not jovial and stuff because of the things that are going on in the home. So we have to think about our children. You're doing these things until you're deaf because of the woman, of the male, or love, or whatever it is. But you're bringing up your children. How about your children? We have to think about things like that.
Yes, and then when we talk about why people stay in the marriages, let me say something here, right? I realize people who came here in the 90s, right? In the US, who has been here for a long time, we came here working, got our shit together, we independent. So a lot of times we don't care about, oh, I can't pay the rent. Women who been here for a while work, know what they offer and have the mindset, and the children, are their priority. You got your crap together. Oh, I can work. I can sustain myself. I'm not going to stay into an abusive relationship because rent is high. I can maneuver it. But let me tell you something. People who came here in the 2000, JoJo, they would prefer to work their butt up for that man to sit down, abusing them. That's when we talk about exploitation, where they exploit them financially. I remember back in the days that women were working, just get a bank card to the men. The men just sit down home all day, go shop, come home, you eat, just for a man to sleep with you. No, I will not go through that abuse. So women, put yourself together. You have paper. This is the USA. Even in Africa, women struggle, men struggle. These things. Some of the men in Liberia, in Africa, I would say they're not working, their wives are working. So the women taking advantage of the men in the home too. And there are some women who was opportune to be here and brought their fiance or boyfriend or husband to this country, and they feed the men are slave for them. They abusing the men in the home too. Then when the men get out and leave, they say, oh, the woman brought the man, or the woman brought the man, the man left the woman. Abuse can cause a lot of things. Sometimes women enter into a relationship or a marriage with good intention.
Yeah.
With good intention. But the treatment they get at the end or in the middle of the relationship causes them to act the way they act, and things changes. Every man come into a relationship not with a bad intention. They come with a good intention, but sometimes the women verbally abuse, physically jumping on the man, doing the other one, that brings problem. So definitely it's 50-50. So
So let me address. I think it is Tanya here. Let me just address you. Like you said from the beginning that we were basically talking just putting it on men. But every word that I say here, I always say it's not okay for the man to do this or for the woman to do this. From the beginning, from the start, I always said it because I know a woman can abuse men and a man can abuse women, and not only one side. So I will correct you on that. That is not true from the beginning. I only just didn't say the woman, the woman, the woman. I always, everything I said the woman or the man. I always, so I don't know what you think that is only we only hear it on the man, not the woman. That is not true. Because I have seen some ladies that have abused the man, or every little thing they get mad because the man did this, because something hit him, whatever. I have seen it before. So from the beginning, I said I will always mention and saying if the woman have no right, the man have no right to hit nobody have the right to hit another person. So if you listen to what I said from the beginning,
you understand it now.
I was on one side, okay?
I understand what you said from the beginning, but since both of you been talking on the topic, may seem to be the topic.
That
Okay,
is not
Tanya,
true,
I'm
Tanya.
sorry. You're not
Tanya,
seem to be the topic.
that is not true,
Okay,
Tanya.
so
I'm not going
we
to, I
change.
am not going to take
Sano,
that from Tanya. I'm
Sano,
sorry.
Sano changed the topic. She said, "Law versus abuse." Tanya, no,
Of
maybe you keep
course, there are a
on.
lot of women that abuse men. Of course. Oh, yes, that is very, very true.
Yes, Sano, that's true. What Master say here? Men abuse women more
And it
than
is
women
true.
abuse
Men
men.
abuse women more than majority of the time the men do. And
They
it is
might
true.
not, Jojo, they might not be physical, but the mental abuse that men put women through. Oh my God. One thing I don't like to be ghosted. I don't like for people to do not talk to me. I don't like to be ignored. And I think it has mental effects on your wives, on your
Yes,
girlfriend,
because
on your
men are the most abusive. That is very true.
mm-hmm. 99% of the abuse comes from men, though. Tanya, are you the only man on this show here tonight?
It's true.
Try share the picture with your boys in New York. Tanya said, New Yorkers, come on, let's deal with the Minnesota women there. Come on, share the pitch. So while we talking and going through some stuff, I always like to play this motivational
Yes, I
speech.
know the kids, our kids are our future, so we have to watch out for them. Yep.
So guys, while we're talking, we can take a commercial break and I will play. I always like to play this motivational speech about sisters supporting each other. Let us support each other in everything that we do in relationship. We come to each other and talk. People, just give us at least 2 minutes for this speech and we'll be right back.
Hey sis, I just came to check in. I know it's been difficult lately. I know some days it feels as if the weight of this world is resting on your shoulders. I know it seems like no one understands. You feel forsaken, broken, and all out of tears. With all that's going on around you, there are so many secret fears. You've even asked the question, God, why me? Just a little transparency. I've asked too. And then God whispered, why not you? See, sis, God's word declares his grace is sufficient and his strength is made perfect in our weaknesses. This means that whatever it is that you are facing, there is grace to get you through it. His word also declares that God is our refuge and our strength, a very present help in times of trouble. Yes, trouble. We all encounter problems and troubles in our finances, on our jobs, in our marriages, in our families. There are some of us even battling addictions, generational curses, abuse, infertility, low self-esteem, rejection, hurt, pain, suicide, depression, and the list can go on. It's not been easy, sis, but I can assure you that God is with you. Emmanuel, God is with you in the darkest hour. Emmanuel, God is with you, my sister. But sis, before I leave, I want to further encourage you that even in your going through, to be kind to your sister. When she is crowned, act as if you've received a crown too. When she wins, be her biggest cheerleader. Go sis, go sis, go sis. My sister, you will win. My sister, don't give up. You will conquer. You will pursue. You will overtake. You will win. You will win. You will win. Bless.
Yes, 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 yes. So, everybody, let me welcome. We got some people here. Let me welcome them real quick. Jojo, if I
Yep.
stop, you can come on. So we have Femeta, Will, welcome. Louise, Ons, welcome. Louis Cabal, welcome. Couple King, welcome. Helena Looking, welcome. Veronica, welcome. Asata Salif, welcome. And Justina, welcome. Very welcome. Abigail, baby, welcome. Patricia, welcome. Lucretia, welcome. Barbara, welcome. Cole, welcome. Everybody who's watching, if I just jump over you, please just, drop your name, where you're viewing from. My auntie is watching as well. One comment here drove my attention, is from a guy, Rufus, right? Rufus said, men are the most abused. Men are most abused. He said abuse physically, mentally, emotionally, and psychologically. Y'all agree? Women can abuse y'all the most. Men, let it come in here, Jojo, around the board screen.
Yep, I see it. I see it.
The men said we the one can abuse them most. Who all agree? Women, thank you, babe. The blue one, you go here. Thank you. Y'all hold on.
For me, I feel like the men,
Babe,
the
babe,
women are majority of the time the women are the one that get abused. I know women abuse men, but majority of the time the men abuse the women. And some of the time the woman get tired of the men doing it to her too much, and she starts
mm-hmm,
to react.
mm-hmm. So another comment here: what is heard can easily be forgotten than what is seen. Hmm. That is strong. What is heard can easily be forgotten than what is saying.
Mm-hmm.
Hmm. Wow. Let's see what she meant. In an abusive relationship, homes, children tend to easily remember what they see than what
Yep.
they hear.
Like
That's
I said. Yep. Excuse me.
Sano, go and get your wine. Go and get your wine, Sano. Go and get it. Let's get my wine.
And I
Get
will
your
bring
wine
this
on.
up too. Some of the
So
time,
I am
I
right
feel like
here with you, sir. SIL. Mm-hmm. So,
some one of the reason too is whether it's man or woman, I think sometimes it's a low self-esteem, thinking that when you get out, you might not find someone. Or sometimes it's the age, like with the women. Oh, I'm already in my 40s, I'm 45, I'm 50. You know what? If I leave from here, what I will not I will not be able to find someone. That's low self mind, that low self esteem sometimes make people to stay in abusive relationship. And I don't think that's a reason why you should stay in it, because there is a God. You can be even 50, 60. The Lord can bless you with someone. You don't want to stay. And I think I see a lot of it happening. The low self-esteem, and sometimes the way the man or the woman abuse their partner and make it set in the partnerhood that they think they're not good enough,
mm-hmm.
to walk away and be able to find someone. That mind can mess your mind up, but we
Mm-hmm.
have to come on now and start having this hard self-esteem. You should love yourself and know your worth. That nothing a man or a woman will tell you to bring you down will make you think you're going to stay in abuse because of your age, or because you think you can get someone at the age you're in.
There's a comment on here. You want to address that?
From where? Who?
Your glasses in your Jackie, your glasses on your face.
I can't stand glasses, mom.
It on the screen. Just look around the screen. The comments there for my auntie, for my small auntie.
She said, "You are right, sis. Silent treatment is a moralious form
No, no,
of." But I can read from your screen.
emotional
What do you
abuse.
mean? Your screen is so little. Yeah.
Mm.
Okay. She off the screen. Let me see.
I'm
Who name
sorry.
is
I'm
it?
back. I'm back.
Okay.
Yeah, she
What you
said that.
gonna tell me?
Part of it's learning how to communicate
What your
rather
auntie
than using
name again?
silence as a punishment. Spurs Hutton. Don't mind it, but she can be teaching that Nino. Her name Florence, but you got something else there, Christine. But anyway, yeah, rather than using silence as a punishment, that's true. You rather communicate, talk about it, than using silence as a silent treatment. The silent treatment men give you a lot of silent treatment. Emotionally, it's part of emotional abuse because one thing the man is not talking to you, he's quiet, or the woman is not talking to you, she's quiet. You don't know what's going through her thick head, or in her thick skull, the people can say. So you be like, what's going on? And they're not communicating. So that's true. It's best that you communicate than to keep silent on somebody in a relationship. That is emotional abuse too. So true.
Yes.
What was
Lot of
it?
relationship going through that. Lot of relationship going through this silent treatment. And I think when you're in a relationship, communication is the key. We have to communicate. Anything happen, you guys have to talk about it and get to a place
Dangerous.
where you guys can leave it. But most of the time, the other person don't want to talk. They just silent. And the next thing about it is the silent. Then they start sleeping to another room or to another area, and things just start happening.
The men they fair, the men they ganking up now. Yeah, I say women abuse is very psychological, which is very dangerous. It breaks men down, and then stress follow, and the next thing is stroke, heart attack, etc. Yes, really. So men,
I think Tana is speaking from experience. You want to give us some example so we can, talk about it, because when you're saying that women abuse it, the very, we just want you to give some examples so we can go over it, because, I think you're speaking from experience. Give us something we can work with here.
I think Tane is speaking from things that he have seen. I don't think
Yeah.
he has experienced it. I think he's thinking
It
about
don't have to
he's
be
speaking
him,
from,
but,
yeah,
just give us something so we can work with. Because
yeah.
if we just get, something, some example so we can, talk about.
So we got Aaron Cooper here. In most relationship, men becomes abusive because most women provoke the man in the relationship. How can a woman really provoke you in a relationship to be physically aggressive towards her?
I would just say
Come
my
on now.
point on that. I don't care. This is the thing here. I don't care how someone provoke you. It give you no right to abuse the person,
Even a man or a woman, okay, you know
woman
right to
or
hit on
man
a
or
person.
whatever. You see, I talk a lot, but I would talk here and talk here and talk here. I would never swear.
But one thing, let
You
me
know,
say
express
something,
myself.
guys. A lot of times when women try to express themselves to y'all tell them they're nagging too much. So now then they keep quiet and give y'all the emotional, the silent treatment. Then y'all say, oh, that emotional abuse, you silent treatment, I don't like it. So it's good to talk in a relationship to avoid abuse of
Communication,
any kind.
communication.
I don't care how the problem can reach to your throat that it will provoke you to be violent. Talk. Once you talk about something, that why the Bible says smooth words drive away wrath. So even in a marriage, in a relationship, talk about it. Look, one thing that can hit me to the core, Jojo, you keep silent on me, you ignore me. I'm trying to talk to you. You don't want to talk. That thing can kill me inside. It can kill me inside. That's why I tell people, and I stand here. I prefer you being physical. What when you say your blow, I climb on the chair. If you thought on me, I climb on the chair. I slap you back. I jump and slap you in your face. Then for me to sit down and be there. I'm telling you.
You know,
Sometimes you go
it's
to the
very
church,
bad
you can't
because
even eat.
sometimes you quiet the person, you don't even know what you quiet about. That
They
is
won't even
so
ask.
you want
They
the
will not
person
even.
to be, you
They will
want the
not even
person
ask
to know
you.
why the person should figure out why you angry.
They wouldn't
And,
even
and,
ask
and- and I
you.
will tell you this in my personal marriage, my husband struggled over that because I'm a different person. If I see you silent and you're not saying something, I'm going to ask you what happened.
Hmm?
And if you don't tell me, I will act like I know what happened. I think what you're talking about, it kills me inside. No, it don't. If I ask you, you don't want to say it, I'm done. I will be passing the whole day. I didn't see nothing. I will
Oh,
pass like that because you are grown up.
thank
You
you,
want to say something
Cole.
to me? Say it to me. And if I
Cole
take
say,
my time and come to you and say, babe, what's going on? You should tell me. If you don't want to tell me, you think I should be worrying about it, I'm not going to. Because let me tell you, the little worries that we do that we're not realizing after years, it will develop and will turn to something else. And I am not going to let no one on this earth to do that to me.
I
So
like
I
that.
ask you, babe, I see you quiet. What's going on? Babe, you just
Partner,
went downstairs to sleep.
partner, give me the blow, give me the blow, give me
Boom,
the
boom,
blow.
boom, 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 boom. If I tell you you don't want to do it, look, I will be passing and be like, I will act like everything is normal. Those things don't move me because you're grown up. You don't want to tell me it's on you. I don't care. I'm done. I'm going to live it and I'm going to pass. That's what you're talking about. I pass and say, hi, babe. You don't
one of
want to
my
talk it's your business. I
one of
come
my
back
thing
again, I'm going to sleep.
one of my thing when I don't want to talk, let me give some women these ideas. So men, when men try to play you or treat you, give you silent treatment. For me, I went to school. I might not be a medical doctor or one of those fake nurses, but I'm not proposing anything else. But you know what I would do? I'll write a long note on the table. I put it there, get instruction. When he come when he reading and sit down, I read a body when I read. I can put long note because I don't want to talk. I don't want to answer my phone. I don't want you to text me. So I'm giving you what you got to do with your children or for your children. I'm putting it down. I'm writing it down. And you will read it. We'll communicate. Say you don't want to communicate with me verbally. We'll communicate on paper. You understand? We'll communicate on paper, but all in all, we should communicate.
Okay.
Communication, it keeps relationship going, it avoid abuse. So Kau, say
Shamus,
congratulations to you both. So proud of
thank
you
you.
both. Thank you so very much, Kau.
Thank
And
you very
we
much.
thank you guys for coming and being our followers, support us, share our live broadcast, inbox us. If you got any topic that you want us to hit, we are here to hit it, okay? But
And
you have to pick your
Sano
battle.
said, but
You
you
have to
can
pick
pick
your
your
battle.
battles. It's true. You can pick
Mm,
your battles. And Aaron put a
right there.
lot to take
Aaron
in.
Papa. Some women make mistakes and to not want to be corrected. So this makes men to sometimes become abusive because the woman does not want to respect the man as head of the home. And we men do not need love but respect. Oh yes, you're right though. I agree with you,
No,
Aaron.
no, no.
Sometimes.
Before we
But
go to
listen,
that,
no, no,
no,
no,
no.
no,
I will make
no.
a
Jojo,
correction on that.
I'm
Woman
talking about it.
partner, I'm going to make a correction on that.
Okay.
Let me tell you, I understand what he's saying about some women make mistake and don't want, but it still don't give you right to abuse someone.
Yes, I was about to say that. I was about to
It
say that,
still
but
don't
I'll
give you
tell
no
you.
right. And I want people to understand when you marry someone or you have someone, what two of you together as couple, that person is not your child.
No.
Don't never try to hit the person or abuse them. Even your children, you're not supposed to do that to them. If you don't like what the person is doing, you try to talk to them, maybe you should move from the situation. If you have to leave the relationship, leave the relationship. But I don't see no reason why another person should abuse another person. It's just wrong. And you know, a lot of the
Well,
time, I think one of the thing is the thing that he's talking about, like the disrespect. Like I'm in a marriage now, or I've been in relationship or whatever. I see it. A lot of the time, men see we confuse the disrespect with what the word I want to use. We're telling them how you feel.
mhm.
Most of the men, when you tell them how you feel, they look at it like disrespect because that's not what they want to hear from you.
And
Disrespect
sometimes
is
they
different from someone
and,
telling you.
And sometimes they feel you nagging when you try to express how you feel or tell them something that you don't like over and over. Most African men feel that you are nagging. And every
Thank
time
you,
when I
Eva.
come on,
Welcome, Eva.
and every time when I come on this platform and talk about Liberian or African men, because I tell people, because these are the men I have dealt with, or I am dealing with, or I have African men. A lot of times, Liberian men, when you try to express how you feel to them, men, you can tell us if you try to express to women how you feel to the women, if the woman can say you're nagging too. Because 99% the men will tell the women you're nagging, you can complain too much. Oh, you complain everything you want to complain about. Hey, Tane first today.
Tade,
Tane
Tade
first.
say women are good in playing my games to make
Look,
you feel
no,
too good.
let me this one. One of the abuses. This one, Tane. Oh, yeah. Tane,
We
you will
are women, okay? Of course. We test you.
extreme jealousy. He said one of the abuse I am talking about is extreme jealousy. What you now want jealousy?
We extreme jealousy.
That brings
Because
yelling
sometimes you do
and
something that
cursing,
your woman
bring yelling, cursing, men, disrespecting him in public. No, that public thing, I don't go for it.
is wrong. It's
I don't
also
go for
wrong if
it.
someone gonna, if your partner gonna approach you in public and start yelling at you and cursing at you, that's wrong. Whether it's the woman or the man, is wrong. It is
Yes,
very, very
that
wrong.
one time I don't agree with addressing situation with your partner in the public in front of the children.
But
I'll
Tanya,
tell you something.
let me just go back a little bit. But for you to be in the public and your woman there and you mingling with another woman and playing with another woman, play on that woman. Sometimes something happens. You don't want to see a woman over there and you start touching
Flirting, yeah,
another woman's butt.
flirting with another woman in the
You
public.
started playing on another woman. That disrespectful, Then mean
Well,
you causing problem on there. You
no,
can't
but
be playing with
Jojo,
another woman while your woman on there. And I'm not saying still give the woman the right to be abusive though, but I think it's disrespectful.
it is disrespectful. But me personally, as a woman, if I realize or notice that my husband's doing something out there in the public or flirting with another woman that I don't like, I will tell you, babe, get in the car, let's go home. And you better listen to me, let's go home, Papa.
There are a lot of the men would not do that,
They
mama.
will
What
not
would you
do it.
do?
They're proud. They're
What would
proud.
you do?
But I would
Yes.
prefer
And that's the
I
problem
would
that
deal
kill a
with
lot of
you.
our men.
They're proud.
Mhm.
hmm Yes. So he said, well, women are good
Latonia,
in
you're talking about the public. What did you do in the public? I'm not saying the woman is right, but your woman was there and you start to play with another woman. You start to
flirting with
rub
another
her
woman.
face off, or your woman in the crowd. A lot of you men are good at it. The African men are good at it at party and other stuff. You have to respect your woman when you guys out there.
And another thing, talking about party, I can't stand about African men. They will go out with the women, they will lead the women and sitting down, they will go stand up somewhere. They're talking to forget about you. They will forget about you. Totally time for you to go on and then they say, babe, let's go. Let's go. Two hours, well, oh, let me leave that one there before I can't get coming. What he say, yeah, Sana said, well, we have to pick your battles. Not all silent treatment are bad, especially in a heated conversation. Heated conversation, yes,
That's
you're
true.
right.
It
All
is.
right. What
Especially
he
when
say?
they stop
Aaron.
heated, I think someone should step away, until you guys get cooled off. You're right.
Okay, I think we read that before, right?
But even if you're going to go away for you to cool down, you still have to come and talk about it. Because if you don't talk about it, trust me, it's there. A little thing will happen again, bam, you'll pick it up. And one of the things I see in marriages is this. When something happened, it's better for the couple to just talk about what happened. But a lot of the misunderstanding, I talk between a lot of couples, and I see this happening. That something happened, and then the other person bring about JJ Rawa time. You can't. If you guys were talking about the dishes, just if the confusion came about the dishes, just talk about the dishes. Don't talk about, oh, last year you remember when you went to the bank, it just messed things up. You
So
know,
let me come in for a minute. So guys, this platform has 15 students in Liberia that we provided scholarship to. We got 10 for a year and we got 5 for 3 years, which has dropped because two have graduated. It has dropped to 3 for 2 years. It going a year. This is second year. So you can support us with a star. Please, it's just 99 cents. Or you can do us $5 star. Just send us a star with cash and to be able to run out the money to be able to pay those kids school fee in Liberia. On Friday, the God I take care of all my humanitarian work in Liberia was on, and he did mention about the school fees that we're paying. So just support us with a star. It's not for us. And then I will pin my cash app if you feel the need to be a blessing as well. Just do it. And each student that you support, I'll tell you, one student in Liberia, the school fee for the 5 people is $65 a year. $65. The other school is $112 a year. And I have been doing it out of pocket, and Josephine had team out with me. So we are, being a blessing. So if you guys want to tap into this anointing, and if you guys want to tap into these blessings that we carry, we just ask that you give us a star, or you can cash app, and I will put my cash app down. And definitely, if you can just help us with one student, they will write you a letter and we'll send you all the information, and we'll give you a plot in appreciation, you know, for your good work. And whatever God blesses us with, our blessings will be run down to you. Okay. So Josephine, go ahead and why type the cash app on.
yeah, yeah, yeah. Tane, you are on this, man. You are on this.
Good talk. Good table talk conversation. Y'all keep it up. Thank you,
Thank
Florence.
you. And Sana said, agree, Majo, but it depends on the communication in the relationship too. Yes, it's true. It is. It is true. But a lot of the time, if you guys are arguing over something, you guys got to talk about just that thing. Just that thing. Because if you start bringing then other things out, the meeting you guys were talking about, well, you guys will not be able to solve it. So you can talk about. That's why it's not good to sweep things under the rug. It's good for you to talk about it. So the next time when another thing come up, you guys can just talk about that thing. But when you sweep the thing under the rug and not discuss it, of course, if another thing come up, everything else will come over it. It just make it big, you know, and bring a lot of problem up. So we stay on the topic too. We stay on the abuse and stuff. Men shouldn't abuse woman shouldn't abuse men, and we should watch out for our children. We shouldn't stay in abuse because we love the person, or because of financial problem, or because of our low self-esteem. We have to always come and stand up against abuse, no matter what the situation is, because when someone love you, they will not abuse you. So ain't no reason for you to say, oh, he loved me. And say, no, that is not love.
They say the Bassa women and the cool women, they like to be whooped before they have sex with their husband. They like to be abused. Sano kami kemi oh. The cool kami kemi oh. They say the cool women and you
Yes,
beat it.
communication is the key, sweetheart. It's the big key in the whole relationship
They
thing.
say the cool
It
people, if
is.
you beat it and you get eat something on it. Oh. Mhm. Yeah, when
Hey,
they say,
Tane talking about widow business. Oh, hey, Tane. You're right, though. You are right. Sano, you laughing?
so guys, the cash app is right there. The cash app is right there. We're in this broadcast at 8 o'clock today. We got about 30 more whatever,
Less
25
than
more
30
minutes to
minutes.
go.
We
So
got 22 minutes, I think.
yeah, so we got a lot less than that. So what should we do? What should we do? What should we do? What should we do? Let's do this. Let's do
You
this.
did?
Huh? What you say? Hold on. Let's do this and shake our booty a little bit. And with some beginning all that, let's just play one of our Liberian music here and see and see and
Yep.
see and see. So and this music becoming my favorite now. Let's see.
Sandals, you got even oh, now you got even Sandals.
International DJ Nolly. They sing musica. Turn me up, let's go. One time, turn it down, let's go.
You can make me spin or a kappa. What's up with you, yata? The papa say he won't be a una copa. The tuna for Jaja, on a tuma, heavy more than Kenya. The Oman bless you, you can tell from a look you're not curse. So I'm gonna break your heart, oh. Put you if I see your spot, oh. When Jago say hello, then they won't call it Muku. Chupa you gift, oh. Your friend is just jello. I see too much in the lapa. When you pass it, you give it a pressure. Gift, your tuma do it well for you. I swear you can cook it behind you. They put my bed house for you. Hey, for you. Now you gifted. Your tuma do it well for you. I swear you can cook it behind you. They put my balaka for you. Hey, for you.
I call it la papido. Tuma ine la papa la papido. I call it la papido. Tuma ine la papa la papido. La papido. On the hospital they market, the tuna black they traffic. She confused the papi, now get all market for separate. Pampa she fine, oh. My leg are you fresh, oh. Wonderful kind, now your big booty blowing my mind, oh.
Now you gifted. Your tuma do it well for you. I swear you can cook it behind you. They put my bed house for you. Hey, for you. Now you gifted. Your tuma do it well for you. I swear you can cook it behind you. They put my balaka for you. Hey, for you.
La papido, tuma ine la papa la papido. I call it la papido, tuma ine la papa la papido. La papido.
Love is sweet, in my dream, on the knee, like you are see. That you get fire, that you can get tired. I want to wear, and I'm tired, hey. That you not get traffic, she can pull it in the traffic. She back in the traffic, she not make me spin the carpet. But you not get equal, but I mean they want that joke. See the party to please off, oh, to my baby they won't be show.
We gotta move some Eddie Church, baby. International DJ Nolly. They sing musica.
There you go. I'm sorry I was muted. So I like that song. Man, you gifted. Me, I gifted. Oh, my Tuma doing well for me. Oh, my Tuma bills for me. I don't care what I say. What the boss say.
Every mature man wants to protect his wife and cheer her to the end, but some women frustrate the men in the conversation and becomes aggressive in the conversation, talking above and hard of the men. Women are emotional in arguing most often.
Hold on 1 minute. Yeah, I told you. Hold on, we address what you need. Yeah, I told you I said the crew guy they were gonna come for me. I said the crew with it. Y'all hold on, man. When I drink, I gotta take off for the thing of going.
You see, you see this boy, and I said, ready? Some of
Ah,
your friends are not gifted. Oh. You are
me,
troublemaker.
oh, pa, Tane know I gifted. Who tell you say he see me before? He know I
Yeah,
gifted.
you know,
Oh,
she said some of your friends are gifted. He's talking about, you know.
I know two people watching the live right now. They're not gifted, but
Yes,
yeah,
Sana is a beautiful son. I love it.
but you hear the crew woman now. She said, which one of the crew woman? I said the crew boy let her
Oh,
be
yeah,
beating when they before
you
they eat
let
something.
Eva him. Oh, Eva was like, what?
Then I said, who the crew woman? Someone said, are the American crew? Like the twin or the twin on land today. The twin, I'm calling the Neo, but the twin on. Sana, you got it drive? They're twins. They're on.
Yeah,
And I'm calling the Neo. Oh my God, I'm loving this show, guys. Y'all support us.
yeah.
The cash app. Y'all facing my cash app. Y'all facing the star, please. Y'all facing the star. Oh,
And you
who's
know,
this?
this show, the topic is not only about discussing, it's also about educating people. So if
Dagonti
you're
is
a man or woman, we want you to understand that abuse is never okay. If you're in a situation, you need to remove yourself. You need to remove the kids from other. It has nothing to do with love. It has nothing to do with loving a person or don't have money or whatever. So it's not only about us discussing the topic, it's also about us educating one another so we cannot stay in such relationship.
Dagonti is addressing Aaron, and Aaron, if you stay on live, can you respond to Dagonti question? She say, Aaron Cooper, which classroom teach you this? You not yet. They say happy with happy left.
But he will learn the hard way.
Happy with happy left. That it there. How jarring and people can say in like bureau one papa taking mama happy. Mugo, when I see you tomorrow, what you do to me? I will ask you, hey, I will add a boost and me,
I
hey, get
know,
you.
I know she was in trouble.
Actually, it's just for fun, man. It's just for fun. So,
And for
but
some of the
anyway,
ladies that think that you in this age, you can't get all of it because of your age. You don't think you can find someone. Trust me. God is the final say. Okay? God is the final say. You can find someone in your 40s, in your 50s, in your 60s. You just have to remove yourself. Even if you don't find someone, why would you want to be in something where you're not happy in? Life is too short for you to compromise your happiness. Never do that.
thank you, Daconti. Great show tonight, sisters. Yeah, thank you so
Thank
much.
you very
Thank you
much. We
so much.
appreciate it.
And Daconti, Jay, you are right, my dear. Oh, yeah, you know it. Right. Oh, my Joe. Okay, everybody, we said thank you so much
Thanks
for
for
the
coming. We
time.
appreciate the
God,
comment. You know, the comments get the topic going. We love it. You know, we will be back here again for another. If you find something you want us to discuss, of course, inbox us and we will come and discuss it. And there will be times where even, you know, if you want to come on and just express yourself, that would be okay. There will be times where even let people on.
yeah, so if you want to come in, if you want us to discuss anything, sometimes people go through
Thank
situation
you,
in their
Sana.
lives. People go through situation in their lives. People are having some experiences in their life and they don't have the boldness to come on to talk about it. If you want us to talk about it, don't hesitate to DM me and say, Muku, I think we should talk about this because I'm going through this. I need a little ideas and we can all work together as a team. And we are open to suggestion. Anything you guys got to suggest to us, y'all want to criticize and tell us, "Hey, Muko, all right, next time y'all do this, do that." We are open to it. This we want it to work, and we want this to educate our sisters and brothers out there, even our young adults, our young children out there to know, about all these things. So this is what it's all about: enlightening the minds of our people, our community, because these are things
Yes.
that are happening in our community. So share our live broadcast, our different pages, and follow our YouTube channel. Please, please follow our YouTube channel. So if you follow our YouTube channels and you will see it on the live broadcast as well. Guess what happened? The more views we get paid. Then we don't have to be begging you guys for Cash App
Of
to
course.
help
Yep.
to help the kids in Liberia. And definitely, anybody want to see what we are doing, We do have our humanitarian page. It's called Smile Africa. It's on Facebook. Visit the page. We got pictures. We send clothes to Liberia. We send school supplies to Liberia, and we have been doing it out of our pocket. So we are appealing to you guys to be a blessing. And like I said, whatever you blesses us with to be a blessing to these kids, I want you guys to know that God will bless you. He will, bless your good measure, good measure, pressed down, shaking together. So shall God give to your bosom, and believe it. And I just thank you guys for being in our corner. And we thank you guys for the support. We thank you guys for coming on. We love you. We love you. We love you so much. We love you
Thank
so
you,
much.
thank you, thank you. We
We so
appreciate the love.
we
If you
so
have a topic that we say, bring the topic up. If you want to even, it's something about your life that you want to bring up, you can bring it up, and we will talk about it. We're just not going to for you to bring somebody else's topic for us to know. We're not going to go into stuff like that. We're here to talk about things, educate others, and educate ourselves. Learn from you, you learn from me. That's what we talk about. This is the table to talk everything on.
So I want to thank all you guys for the star. Masa, thank you for the star. Son, Tanya, thank you for the star. Sandro, thank you for the star. Everybody, we say thank you so much. We are not
Thanks,
going to,
thanks, thanks,
we are
thanks. We
not going to,
appreciate it.
we are not going to be shaking tables here. Let me tell you guys, I have experiences when it comes to relationships and other things, and you need to talk to me. Come and talk to me. You need us to talk about something. Come and talk. We're not going to bring nobody down. We're not going to bring none of our sisters or our
No,
brothers
no.
down.
If you want to
We're
come and
not,
talk
yeah.
explain your own stuff, you can, but we are not getting into people personal stuff. If you
Mm-hmm.
want to come and explain it, you can come and explain it. We can give our input, but we are not. It's not like you're going to come to me and tell me something. We're
Okay.
going to come here and talk
Hold on
about
one
it.
minute. Jojo Dakonti says she wants to be the doorkeeper. Yeah, you will be the doorkeeper. Oh yeah, Jojo. That's an assignment at Dakonti. You make sure you on here at exact 6:30. Exact 6:30. Make sure the people are parking well. Be the usher in the room. Okay, the usher in the room. We
Yeah.
give you that position as of today.
And our
What
plan is, if this is going well with you guys and everything going great, we will even come up with coming twice a week. For now, we're going to do just Friday, but just the way the topic will go and how things will run and how our schedule will run, we will end up putting another day into it.
Okay, Monique, thank you so much. And we're looking forward to you coming on the platform and being a part of our guest speaking too, Miss Monique. So, don't be surprised one day when I call you and say, can you guest host? Let's talk, Monique. I met Monique in North
Oh,
Carolina.
what can I say? You will be responsible for one stool and $70.
Who
Thank
said
you,
it?
thank
Oh,
you,
Sando,
thank you.
thank you.
Thank
God
you,
bless
thank you. We
you,
appreciate
Sando.
that.
Wow, thank you so much. Thank you
That
so
is
very
good.
much.
Thank you guys. We
So,
love you guys. Thanks for the first time, the first day of the show back. You guys are responding very well. We appreciate all the love.
and Miss Monique, I met Miss Monique in North Carolina. I went for my friend's birthday and I met her and we just clicked. She was like, how do you pronounce your name? I said you will pronounce the name before you and now before you call me out to give my speech. Says Monique, say
If
Monique,
you can
welcome,
come
long
on
to
late,
have
no
you.
problem. Once you get on, that's okay. Later on, you will start coming in because you are not going to miss some topic though. So if you come late, you will miss on the beginning stuff. So maybe it's work holding you, but whenever you come, we'll be here.
Don't worry, she will be here. She will be here. She will talk with. Thank you, oh Tanya. Thank you
Thanks
so
for the
much.
love. Thanks for all the love
Thank
buttons, to the
you.
like
The,
button.
the cash
We
app is
appreciate the love.
I said, now y'all get me. I even want to go. I gotta go call my hour to net, but y'all got me. Want to go? Y'all see the people. Let me put the cash app right again, brother. The
I
cash
don't
app
right.
right there, and definitely when we do that, you guys will be labor. Trust me, and we make these students to know. One of the unique thing. I think I will play that on Saturday when I'm telling them thank
Monique
you.
is a high school queen. Very nice person.
Yeah, yeah. So I think this the student called me on my birthday
Yes,
early
Gina,
in the
the twins
morning.
are the coolest.
Oh yeah, those are my babies. Those are my babies. Those are my babies.
Yeah.
Yeah, those are my
Those
babies.
are my
Yeah.
sister. The twins are my sisters now.
Oh, that your
They
sister?
are my girls, okay?
Yeah. So
Oh yeah, girl.
Yeah, so the Cash App is right there on the screen. Anybody who want to contribute, and everybody thinking Monique Walker is cool. Yeah, she's cool. I met her for the first time. Monique Walker is very cool. That one, you ain't lying, girl. I met Monique for the first time, and I
Yeah,
really
I haven't seen money
Monique,
before.
I admire you. The first time I saw you, the other day she was doing her old school gym, and I was gymming to it too. So yes, so guys, so Monique is my high school. Oh, really, Tony? Monique is her high school queen. Very nice person. She is. The first day, Miss Monique, yeah, everybody praising you, yeah. And seriously, I met her for the first time, and yeah, she was really cool. She was
Okay.
emceeing the program. Yeah, she was really cool. So we'd love to have you on the show one day, and we will talk off, off the studio about that. Guys, we want our big sisters, we want you guys to come on. Let's do this thing together. Let's educate our, most especially our young adults. And let me say one thing. When I used to air this show on Spoon TV, it was so hilarious. It was a lot of abuses that go on in Liberia. People, these kids don't know about it. Even when I went to Liberia and started to talk to the children about reporting abuse, telling them some of those different signs of abuse, things that our uncles do to us, that is abuse, the girls were like, wow, oh, auntie, I didn't know my uncle can do this to me, or he can be doing this, or he can be doing this. I had to talk to those kids, and it was heartbreaking to know that these young children in Africa, in Liberia, go through these things. So we need to elect in the minds of our family boys, girls, our boys, girls, and everybody. So thank you so much. This brings us to the end of our broadcast. And don't forget to follow our Let's Talk About It with Muku platform